Okay, so this wasn't a video I thought I was going to make, but I need to talk about this because this is getting absolutely out of control. And that is the HP sponging in this game. So, a few days ago, we got the new MOC, right? And I'm going to show you the MOC. This is my clears, keep that in mind, alright? So, first side, these two elites, right? Nothing to write home about. Next, we got Sparog, which Sparog is a fine boss, but he's nothing crazy. He's pretty boring. He's very easy. But that's not really what we're talking about today. So, we're going to talk about this boss. Now, this first wave is whatever, but the second wave is the worst thing I've ever played in my life. I'm going to show you why in a second. First of all, this boss is dog shit. I hate this boss. It's already annoying. Not only does it nonstop scream at you, it is so loud and obnoxious for no reason, but it is also very hard to take down. And I'm going to show you why. And there it is. Look at the HP. Let that shit marinate for a minute, alright? Okay, hopefully it's marinated now. Look at this. So, yeah. So, we're getting like 750k elites now. That's ridiculous. Especially for this guy, because this Howling Casket, it was here like 2 patches ago. Yeah, right here. 540k. And now it's up this high already. And next to Sparog, which has 1.6 million HP. Why? He does not have that high of HP. He's not even a good boss. He does nothing. He sits there and bees annoying for no reason. Fei Shao kills him in like a good amount of cycles, but he has no mechanics, nothing that makes him really stand out besides his little hand thing. Other than that, there's nothing. But that's whatever, alright? We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the second wave. So first wave is fine. Wave 2, 2.5 million HP. Times 2. So that is over 5 million HP for this. And let's look at the HP trends too. So this is what we're on right now. I'm not going to put on the other one because that's leaks. But look at this. This was like end of 1.x, right? And this is what we're at now. So if you can see, the HP has over doubled. This is not good. Because Honkai Star Rail needs to make more interesting mechanics and designs for bosses. Adding numbers to their health bar does not make it hard. Okay? If I take a boss, let's take, I don't know, doesn't matter. We'll take the Japard boss, right? Take Japard. We do nothing to change his kit. But what we do is we give him 5 million more HP. What does that do? Nothing. Same thing with Svarog. It's not as high, but still, he's been constantly going up every time he's in MOC. And this boss is new, so it's probably going to go up at some point. But already at 5 million is ridiculous. I don't care if it's shared. I don't care. It's still ridiculous. There's no reason why it should be this high. And taking back to my clears, 7 cycles. Last time, I 3 cycled it. 0 cycled with Firefly, 3 cycled with Fei Shao against Hule. And now we're at this. For 2 of the best teams, actually no, the 2 best teams in the game. These are the 2 best teams in the game. It's not good. It's not. And especially if you don't have these units. If you don't have these very specific units, I don't think you're clearing. Or at least not efficiently. I'm going to be shocked if people can 4-star clear this. I would be flabbergasted if people with 4-star only could clear this. I would genuinely be shocked. But that's not what we're here to talk about. With 2 of the best teams in the game, you have 3 cycles remaining. I don't know how much worse this problem is going to get. But Hoyoverse needs to stop this. What they've done, they shot themselves in the foot by making characters so stupidly overpowered for no reason. I call this the Acheronification of Honkai Star Rail. I'll probably have a video on it at some point, but it's basically where Acheron set the bar so high that now everything has to compete with her, and it goes up and up and up, and now she's already falling off. So it's making characters like these pretty much the default. And if you don't have them, you know, go fuck yourself, I guess, because there's not much you can do. So Hoyoverse has designed good bosses before, and they can do it again. I know they can. I have faith in them to be able to make better bosses. For example, bosses like Aventurine is a pretty good boss. Bosses like the Meme are pretty good, as it doesn't just say do this or die. I mean, granted, it has a mechanic like that, but it doesn't straight up kill you. Instead, it actually gives you a chance to get your characters back, which is a really good mechanic, actually. I do like that mechanic a lot, but they don't bring it back probably because DOT isn't that good. I am also going to show something else. This isn't a big part of the video, but it is still something I want to talk about, which is pure fiction. Now, this is the pure fiction that we had. Right here. So this was pure fiction that we have right now. And it is a dot focused pure fiction, right? Which would be fine, but the problem is the dot units are so bad. I don't think anybody's going to want to do this. I already hated doing it. I played Break Side 1, DOT Side 2. I got like 61k. Even if they're shilling it, DOT is terrible. Old hyper carries are really bad now. Blade is trash. Jing Yuan is trash right now, but he's going to get better. But if you're like any other characters like that, they're just falling off, and you can't do anything about it. I don't know why they're doing this. This doesn't make the game hard. This just makes it annoying. I'll show the HP trend too. So we're at 13 million right now. We were at 6 million, which sure, I guess it has to go up a bit. But I think it's also getting to the point where people just say, oh, you know, just build Herta and you win. That's not really the case anymore. You have to have more. You really want a Jade. You want a Robin. You want a Himiko. You want things like that. But if you can't get it, then what are you going to do? Nothing. You can't do anything about it. It was funny. People used to think it was crazy to pull a unit specifically for pure fiction. Look how that turned out. I feel like now I have to wail for characters that are older that I like to be good. Like, example, my favorite character in the game is Jing Liu. I love this character. Literally have a poster on my wall of her. I love this character, but she is so shit now. I'm sorry. I can't defend this character anymore. She's ass. And this is just going to happen again. When we get to some meta, Firefly's going to fall off, Phage House is going to fall off, Acheron's going to fall off. It's just going to go on and on and on. It's just like a game of chicken, dude. Like, I don't know what to do at this point. And I'm going to express my opinion on this. If you disagree with me, I don't care. But I have somewhat of an influence, a very small one, but an influence nonetheless. And I want to talk about this issue and hopefully call it to people's attention. So hopefully we can get something to change, because Honkai Star Rail's team does listen to us. They've done it multiple times. I hope they can do it again and stop this and find other ways to make it engaging. For example, I'm going to pull up something for Apocalypse Shadow. Now, Apocalypse Shadow actually has different mechanics based on the level of... There we go. Based on the level of their bosses, right? So we have things like this, like, you know, these boss traits. And they go down, or excuse me, they go up the higher level you go. Something like that could be really cool to have in MLC. Now I know the HPs are very, very high in Apocalypse Shadow, but I'm going to let it slide because the buffs are also extremely strong. This buff right now is trash. It does like 60k. It does nothing. And it's also like, this is a very small portion of the play race, but it kind of kills zero cycles. I don't care about zero cycling. I zero cycle last time. I felt nothing. I don't care. But because now the buffs trigger per cycle, right? So you're not getting that buff, which that's whatever. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just something I thought I'd mention. Because if they did something like this, where they actually changed the boss and gave it unique things that it could do, that would be great. I would like that a lot. They could, I don't know. Say they make like, I remember that one Apocalypse Shadow where they put the like the summoned things for Argenti in front of him, so you had to break them first and then you could get to him. I think something like that would be cool, without making the HP too ridiculous. I think that could work. I liked that. I think Apocalypse Shadow is probably my favorite mode of the game right now because it actually changes how you need to play the game. You still have to break, but you have to think about it more. You have to think about the things you want to do to get to that break part, as you have to do different things. Like for Kafka, you have to break these 2 summons, and for Sunday, you have to, keep breaking his bar. I don't see why they don't do that for MLC. I don't. It would make perfect sense. Because the bosses we have right now are trash. This new monkey, banana, I don't even know what the fuck, the robot thing, you know what I'm talking about, the one I just showed you. That one is horrible. Svarog is boring. Hule is actually not horrible, but he's just a kind of annoying to fight against. And again, the HP sponging, that's my main problem, is the HP sponging. There's no reason why things should have 5 million HP. There's no reason for it. If you don't have like the new units right now, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you're going to clear this. I really don't. I wish you the best of luck, but I don't know how someone's going to do this. That's all I want to say for this video. I'm sorry this is more of a rant video, but I need to call this to its attention because it's not okay. This isn't okay. This isn't cool. Hoyoverse, I know you're not going to see this, but if you're watching this somehow, if anyone from Hoyo is going to watch it, they're not going to. They don't care. They don't know who I am. But please, make the bosses better instead of just increasing their HP, because that is not difficult content. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.